you ever been curious about whether you can make money flipping furniture? Maybe you've seen people on social media flipping, making stacks of cash, and you've thought, hey, that could be me. If that sounds like you, then make sure you stick around as I put furniture flipping to the test to work out whether it's profitable or pointless. Let's try and work out if it's worth our time to flip furniture. I guess I see there's 3 distinct steps to this. Get some furniture, make it look nice, and then sell it. So let's go get some furniture. I'm on the way to pick up some furniture. I'm just gonna lead. There's a chance that I could pick up like 4 or 5 items here. I kind of feel like this might be an opportunity that I turn into thousands of dollars. I'm just excited. Maybe I'm gonna make thousands of dollars off this. I don't know.
I've just rocked up at the place. A few things there. Hopefully I can talk her down and get a bit of a bargain. We'll see how we go.
Just leaving the address now. It's like adrenaline running at the moment because it's just so awkward. I'm just an awkward guy in general. Maybe I'm not awkward. Maybe I just think I'm awkward. Nah, I've been called awkward by lots of people, mostly girls. So this is the haul. From this trip, I managed to acquire 4 wardrobes, drawers, tall boys, cupboards, call them whatever you want, but I got them. And for not too much either. $20 for the whole lot, plus some bedside tables as well. On top of the lot I got from this haul, I also had a number of other pieces that I just picked up off Facebook Marketplace for free. So in total I had 9 or 10 pieces, and I thought that would be more than enough to get some quality data to know whether furniture flipping is profitable or pointless. Oh hey, we're at my desk. Great. We're here for a reason. People are posting videos, photos, whatever, of things they've flipped and saying, hey, I've made hundreds of dollars. Hey, I've made thousands of dollars. But I have a suspicion that there's a little bit more going on. It's all great that you make $100, $1,000. But if you spend 2 weeks doing it, 3 weeks doing it, I have a suspicion that your dollar per hour is not very high and you'd probably be better doing something else. So like any cool dude, I've developed a really cool spreadsheet to track everything we do. So there's 3 key components to this spreadsheet. The first being time. So after every day when I put some work into a piece, I simply add in how many hours I did, and at the end I'll have a total amount of hours I've done on each piece. The other 2 components track my expenses, so I have a place for all the products I use and also all the kilometers I've traveled. By tracking all this, I should be able to work out my dollar per hour, and that'll tell me whether this is profitable or pointless. But with that out of the way, let's move on to step 2, making the furniture look nice. This isn't going to be a detailed explanation on how I flipped each piece, because we'd be here for hours. But what I will do is step you through the process I took, and it's generally just the same process repeated on each piece of furniture. So after cleaning and doing a bit of planning for each piece, I made all the structural alterations. For some that meant adding different router profiles, for others it meant removing bits, for others it meant adding bits on. It's important to get this job done first so you don't have to double up on any jobs in the future. For the pieces that were going to have a natural timber look, I used some paint stripper.
It smells like missing brain cells.
Applying it with an old paintbrush and then letting it sit for a while. And then scraping as much of the old orange oil finish off with a carbide scraper. Oh, that was satisfying. The idea of this is it saves you a fair bit of monotonous sanding time and removes the old oil orangey finish. Just finished up stripping the cabinets that I got, the older ones. I'll be honest, it took a bloody age. Kind of wondering how I'm going to make money on these. On top of taking a while, it also created a large mess. Next step was filling and sanding any marks or little dents in the timber to try and make the smoothest surface as possible. Depending on whether it was going to be a painted finish or a natural timber look, I used filler or sawdust with some wood glue. I then gave the whole surface a really good sand, and this smoothed out any of the bumps or dents and created a nice surface that the paint could stick to. From there, we were on the downhill stretch.
Spray it.
For the painted pieces, it was adding undercoat, a durable water-based top coat to add some colour, and then added a clear protective coat of water-based polyurethane.
I just spent probably an hour and a half just putting a clear coat on the top of these, but I forgot to film it because I'm stupid. So, just this is what I did.
And on the pieces with natural timber, I did a paint wash to try and get rid of any orange hue.
Wipe off the excess.
Before brushing on some water-based poly. And lastly, reapplying all the hardware. And with that, step 2 was complete, and we're ready for step 3, sell the furniture.
And would you look at that? We are back at the desk. No boring spreadsheet stuff this time, I promise. I sold everything through Facebook Marketplace. That's not Facebook Marketplace. That's Facebook Marketplace. So I sold everything through Facebook Marketplace. I used my spreadsheet to work out my selling price, basing it roughly around minimum wage and adding 20 to 30%. And to speed up the process for the titles and descriptions, I used ChatGPT. I just told it what I wanted, gave it some rough descriptions and the dimensions, and then let it do its thing. And after that, the last thing to do was just take some quality photos. I don't know why I did that.
You can see me running around willy-nilly here trying to take the photos as quickly as possible, but geez, it took a long time. Speaking of long time, guys, make sure you stick around because in just a moment I'm going to crunch the numbers to work out whether this was profitable or pointless. I found the best lit spot I could to take the photos, tried to incorporate as much decor and plants and fancy stuff like that to make it look cool, took the best photos I could with my camera, and these were the results. So for my first attempt at flipping furniture, I think they turned out all right. I mean, they're not $1 million worth, but they were okay. But with all that out of the way, we can get to what we've all been waiting for, whether this is profitable or pointless. But first, I need to crunch the numbers. I haven't done it yet, so just give me a moment. Okay, this would be so much easier if I was good at maths. Just gotta use my calculator. All right, the numbers are in. They've been crunched. Just let me look at my notes here. So, flipping these 8 or 9 pieces took me 65.34 hours, or 3,920.5 minutes. I had $460.75 in products bought, and I had $94.70 spent on car kilometers, maintenance, fuel, all that. The gross money, so what I sold all the pieces for, I sold all my pieces for $1,810, which averages out to about $260 per piece. When I take my expenses away from my gross profit to get my net profit, I've made $1,255.30 from this endeavor. So now, if I take my net profit of $1,255.30 and divide it by my time, 65 hours, I get per hour a whopping $19.21. For context, in Australia, the minimum wage, so the wage you have to earn, otherwise it's illegal,
is $24 an hour. So $19.21 is not great. It's not fantastic. So if I take my $19.21 and extrapolate a little bit, per week, if I work 40 hours, I'd be making $768.40, which means per year, if I work every single week of the year, I'd be making $39,956.80. That's not a great living. So, I guess that leaves us with our starting question. Is furniture flipping profitable or pointless? I don't think $19 an hour is profitable. You can't say that. So, it must be pointless then. Or is it? See, I don't think it was pointless either. If you look at it through the purely money dollar per hour sense, then yeah, no, it's pointless. But it's nuanced. There's more to it than that. See, I actually like doing that. If I wasn't flipping that furniture, I probably would have been doing some other DIY project. And I probably would have been doing it for free. The money's just a bonus, I guess. But if you get away from just thinking about the money, more importantly, I've invested in myself. The time that I put into flipping these furniture means that right now I am way more confident and way more skilled than I was before. I now have more of a feeling of pride and independence because I've expanded my skill set. I'm better than when I started. So for me, I guess it was definitely profitable. And if you want to invest in yourself, you're going to click on this video right here where I step through all the lessons I learned from this experience. That was so lame.